I know Richard quite well, but I'm really pleased to be introducing Richard. He's going to talk to us about Polish Off Your Medals, Off-flavour analysis from the 2022 Indie Awards. So as someone who judged in that, I'm very excited to see about that. Richard's been in the industry since 2004. And he's the technical manager at Lallemand, and he's done roles from QA manager to head brewer, so he has got really good insight when it comes to quality and how it impacts the finished product, and not to mention your medals. So without further ado, Richard.
Thanks, guys, for the warm welcome. Thank you, Claire, for the introduction. It's great to see everyone again. Yeah, we're just going to be taking a little talk through some of the off-flavours analysis from last year's Indies Awards. Just sort of following on a little bit from Claire's introduction as well. We're going to look at some statistics from the 2022 awards. So looking in collaboration with the IBA on this, and they've very kindly provided some very basic statistics for me to be able to do this presentation. We're going to be identifying the common off-flavours and their sources within the beer and within the brewing process, and we're going to offer some troubleshooting tips to help minimise these attributes. So, just following on, Claire did a very good introduction there. I've worked in both breweries in the UK and in the US, and in Australia. I've been in Australia for around about 11 years now. And currently technical manager for Lallemand, covering Lallemand yeast, AB Vickers process aids and nutrients, and Siebel sensory as well. I've got my diploma in brewing as well, and my brewing interests. I love yeast and fermentation, thanks to my first head brewer. I love new brewing technology and also sustainability in the industry as well. So let's kick off with some stats from the awards. So we had around 1,500 entries last year from 200 breweries, and one of the amazing things was that more than 50% of the entries won medals. As a breakdown, we had around about 170 gold, 280 silver medals, and 310 bronze. But what's the difference once you get that feedback and you're achieving medals, or you're just missing out of the medals table? What makes the difference? You can analyze it in your brewery, think it's very good, but what can make the difference between a no medal to a bronze to a silver to a gold? And sometimes it can just be the little aspects of it. Could it be something as simple as correct category? It sounds quite an obvious statement, but it could be that, just panel tasting the beer, get some of the, whether you've got a tap room, get some of your bar staff, your bar managers, help set up a little tasting panel and make sure, put that against the guidelines. And is there anything that this could be, that could be pulled up? Is there anything that can be penalized against with that style category? Is it unbalanced? This is a really hard, really untangible thing, and it's very, very objective. And it can also be style specific as well. You can have a really great tasting beer, but if one aspect of it is slightly unbalanced, if one's a bit more dominating than the other, it can sort of really affect how a taster interprets that beer. It can be an amazing flavor, but if it's just a little bit unbalanced, and it's a very hard thing to sort of gauge and judge. Clarity. Inappropriate for style in particular. Now, this is obviously a lot more challenging with like hazy beers and things like that, but that being said, if a hazy beer doesn't have sufficient haze, it can be pulled up for that. On the same time, you've got an IPA, a modern IPA. It's allowable to have certain degrees of hop haze, or maybe even a little bit of chill haze. But if it's got excessive haze, it's probably going to be pulled up again. Foam is a big one, foam formation and foam retention. Again, a lot of things can be derived from the brewing process. Could be as simple as something as simple as glassware. So making sure that when